I've started. I just gotta get closer to my mic. Stand this up. I got one of those standing desks now, so I can stand up and do this. I find that to be a lot better for talking and recording, standing up.
You like standing?
Yeah, when I'm doing recording versus sitting, it just feels natural and it makes more sense because you're sitting down recording voice lines when you should be standing up recording voice lines. Think about when they record actual movies like anime and stuff. They're not sitting down recording those lines, they're standing up.
Well, sometimes they are.
Really?
Sometimes they are. It depends on the studio you're working in.
When I've seen all those behind the scene, uh, making of TV shows type things, they always standing up in the studio. And think about it, actually, when you go into the recording studio, we've never sat down. We always stood up.
I've seen people sit down in a recording studio, though.
For a song, too?
Yeah.
Were they playing a guitar? Is this a trick? Because that sounds like a setup all the way. Oops, I got to get this to the highest. Go up a little bit more. That little clicking sound is the thing going up. But yeah, if you're playing guitar, yes, 100% you're allowed to sit down. You don't have to stand up. Be cool if you did, though. Be a lot cooler if you did. But it's your choice. My eyes getting all teary. Yeah, DJ got me sick. He coughed right in my eyes, in my face.
Off in your eyes?
Basically, he coughed in my face. Now my cat. Why does my cat always want to come in when I'm trying to record? Hold on a second. Just come in. You don't got to be banging on the door. Get off the door. Just come in. You're allowed in. Jeez. I gotta clip the cat's nails. The cat's always in my way. Like underneath the desk where my feet would go, the cat's right there. And I'm trying to not kick the cat accidentally, but man, that cat just be there.
I'm sure it wasn't an accident.
You sure? Oh. Alright, so let me make sure. Save. Wait, did it not save? Hold on a second, folks. We're about to start in a second. I got the stream running right now. It's on YouTube. I'm going to send it to you in a second. I'm just trying to get the settings correct. Did it save? I don't want to discard changes. I keep pressing save. Alright, yeah, just discard changes. Episode title. I need a thumbnail. I'm just gonna put a picture of myself.
Yeah. You don't think that'll turn people away?
Nah. Alright, that's temporary. So press save. Okay, it works when I save there. Sometimes the internet wants to do what it wants to do. Oh, wait, no. Frozen? It's always something. This is what happens when you do it live. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Thought I'd do what I told you. Justify those that died wearing your bag to your chosen one. Killing in the name of. Are the same number of crosses.
Alright. I'm ready. You ready?
Yep.
We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy Maloy mateys, welcome back to a very special Sicko-sode instead of sicko mode. This is the sicko episode because we're both sick of Talking in Teacups. You're watching it live, which means there might be some bloopers, there might be some long takes, there might be some short takes. So don't worry about that. This will get edited at some point, eventually, maybe never. But I am grateful to be here. We are your host. I'm D-Cypher. Joined alongside me, as always, is Elbow. And Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
Wait, I'm Elbow? No, I'm D-Cypher. You're Elbow.
Well, yes, I'm Elbow. It's great to be here with me. Thank you. D-Cypher, tell these fine folks where else you can find us on the socials.
You can find us on Twitter, not X. You can find us on MySpace. You can find us at our Hotmail. It's like, no, you got it.
Hotmail, Rocket Mail, Proton Mail, Y Mail, anything that has to be with the internet, we're pretty much there. Twitter, as he said, not X, because we're done with that. No more X, formerly Twitter stuff. Just we're calling it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, at Cypher Spit Gaming. And if you want to support the channel, if you're just feeling like, hey man, I want to make a rant on you guys, you can go to patreon.com/Cypher Spit Gaming. We have some lovely tiers and we'd appreciate the support. But if you can't do any of those things, that's perfectly fine. You can watch for free here on YouTube and Twitch. We do a live podcast every Saturday morning, unless we don't, and we upload older episodes throughout the week and full episodes when it's done. Now, going next into our first segment of the day, a baker's dozen. This is a news roundup of last week's biggest stories, but I will forewarn you, some of this bread got a little bit stale. So some of these news stories are from 2 weeks ago. Story number 1. Oopsies. Blizzard accidentally nerfs every Diablo 4 player on the same day it launched its brutally new hard dungeon releases. So if you're playing Diablo 4 and having a great time, they accidentally nerfed all of the characters when they just introduced a new dungeon that's even harder than it was before. So hopefully they'll fix that in time. Pretty sure they have, but pretty funny. Next up, GTA 6 trailer is finally here. Thank you to Elbow, or I guess D-Cypher in this case, for sending it to me, Elbow, and I appreciate watching that, and I was able to get him to do a reaction video on that, so you can find that there on the channel. There's also...
Well, I rely on you. You're the best thing that ever happened to this channel.
That's actually true. They come to see me. Now, I have some in real life references people have found so far from the trailer, so let's get that pulled up. This ain't even a topic. This is just part of the news stories. So if I need to show my screen, let's go here. Let's go right here. All right, so these are some in real life references people have spotted so far from the trailer. You can see the screen, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm behind 15 seconds, but yes, I can.
Do you want me to just put it straight to the Discord so you can see it faster?
No, this is fine.
Okay, cool. So first up, we have the crocodile situation, or if that's an alligator. So that's actually happened in real life. See that? That's so funny. Then next.
I know that twerking on the van happened, right?
The what?
Twerking on the van.
Yep, here we go. We got the twerking right here. This is from the video. My wife was none too pleased to see all that twerking in this damn game. But this actually happened. As you can see, she's ghost riding the whip. Well, someone's driving while she's twerking. That's Florida for you. This is what happens. This is exactly what happens. Then we got a crocodile goes into the store, a convenience store. Look at that. Oh, alligator.
That's not very convenient at all.
You said that's what?
That's not very convenient at all.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. You don't want to shop there. Wait, why? In this same news story, if you can see the mouse, I don't know, but at the bottom of the ticker...
21 count the child pornography.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was about to say, wait, hold up. What's going on here? Look at the naked people running around at the gas station. Oh, Bull Buff, though, if he run up on you to your car, you don't want to fight him, because he'll put you in a submission, and you don't want to be in his arm bar. You don't want to.
Which one of those is real?
Which one of those is the game? This one's the game. At the bottom. I mean, sorry. The game is at the top. The real thing is at the bottom. My bad.
Yeah, no, screw that. This is why I have a license to carry.
Here we go.
He's walking around with a deadly weapon. I need a deadly weapon.
Yeah, we got a naked guy gardening his lawn. I'm going to say his yawn. Oh, they blocked it out in the news story. Florida man does yard work naked. See, Florida just be drawing. You don't want bugs crawling up in your butt crack. What are you doing?
It's hot down there.
It is hot. At least I think on the game they probably made him a little bit more buff. Like, see, he got the muscle tendons. In real life, he probably was just saggy and flabby. So the game did him some justice. We got a Karen. I believe this actually took place in California, though. When reading the Reddit like comment section, it's like, oh yeah, no, this. I actually was in that same apartment building she was in, dual wielding hammers though. Like what? What? She's watching too much Max Payne. I get it. I get it. She thought she was going
to the weirdest version of Sword Art Online.
We have. I'm about to say Mexican Joker. I've been watching South Park. What is he called? Florida Joker. Florida Joker. A Florida Joker is actually in another news story. Wait, which one's the real? Okay, this is the real thing right here at the top because he has green hair. In the game, they did this. He actually was trying to sue, or not sue. He talking about Rockstar, you owe me some money. He ain't even filed no charges. He just was trying to get some money. And then the voice actor for Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2's lead, he said, nah, bruh. Nah, they lawyered up. They got plenty of lawyers on retainer. You need to just accept the, what's it called? The notoriety and just move on with your life because you ain't getting no job nowhere else. Maybe Home Depot.
Is he in jail for life?
What'd you say?
Is he not in jail for life?
I guess not. No, because I saw the video. He was talking normally like he was just in front of a cell phone camera.
I do not want that man out on the streets.
Yeah, he crazy. But yeah, that's Florida's Joker. Florida's very own Joker. Only in Florida can we get some crazy stuff like that. Alright, so Fortnite players, they're calling Epic Games cowards for a very, very good reason. They're bringing Solid Snake into Fortnite. Oh, what was that noise? Great, but here's the problem. They're decakifying Solid Snake. Do you know what that means? Now he's going to have a flatty patty instead of a Krabby Patty.
Pretty funny.
Actually, you know what? We're here live. Fuck it. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. I wasn't gonna waste time by pulling up these little things, but let's have a little fun. We're
Your search is gonna be weird for a while.
That's okay. Oh, this will not show the pictures. Come on. That article sucks. That was from Dextro. I guess it's only from Dexter. All right, don't worry about it. They're not showing. They just showing the front side. They're not showing the back side. But Solid Snake, they're doing them dirty. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. All right, let me put the screen back up. See that? I can zoom it in just a bit.
Okay. Yep.
Oh wait, I should.
He doesn't have a crack at all.
How do you get the image up? Yeah, here we go. So in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, we could see he's been hitting the glutes machine very hard. In Smash Ultimate, they got rid of it. They said, "Sorry, folks, we made the round a little bit too round. We have to flatten it out." And then in Fortnite, they just said, "What? He got an iPad back there. That's on flat."
Yeah, he ain't even got no crack.
Yeah, so they completely got rid of his glutes. It's hilarious. Smash Brawl was the only one where you could tell he was doing them squats. Because here's the thing. When you play the game, if you press like the circle or the B button, I think he walks around crouched. That might be like other Ubisoft games. But yeah, he walks around crouched a lot. So you can just make him do a bunch of crouches. Crouches?
Yeah, bro. Squat games up.
Yeah. So they were like, you cowards. You got rid of his cake. You bastards. You bastards. Alright, Kurt Russell shows some interest in playing Jor-El in the upcoming Superman Legacy. He said, yeah, I'll take on Marlon Brando. So as you know, Kurt Russell, he's going to be potentially playing Jor-El in, what is his name? James Gunn's upcoming DC EU reboot, Superman Legacy. We have a new Superman actor. I forget his name right now, but the actor is from Philadelphia. So shout out to Philadelphia. That's a very cool place to be from, not necessarily live right now. And yeah, now we have our Jor-El. And notice he didn't mention who was Jor-El in whatchamacallit, Man of Steel. And I just did his movie. He played Gladiator. What's the actor from Gladiator? And I can't think of his name right now. Russell Crowe, yeah, Russell Crowe. So you see, he didn't even mention Russell Crowe. He's like, I'm just going to straight talk about Marlon Brando, which is funny. All right, so the dev behind the popular Skyrim Together mod, that's the multiplayer Skyrim mod. And sorry if you hear a little little Decipher crying in the background. We're all sick, like I said in the top of this podcast. The dev behind the Skyrim multiplayer mod has turns his attention towards Starfield, but then he gives up midway through because he says this game is effing trash, and he just uploaded everything else open source for someone else to finish. So that is a major burn towards Starfield, which did not win any awards at the Video Game Awards, but also Spider-Man 2 didn't, and that was a good game. So maybe the Video Game Awards.
Did it make the cutoff?
Say again?
Did it make the cutoff? You got to be out at a certain time of the year to make the cutoff.
Both games made the cutoff. I don't think Starfield was nominated for Game of the Year, but at least Spider-Man 2 was nominated for Game of the Year. But it did not win.
Yeah,
It did not win. But I did get a little bit bored with Starfield.
Hogwarts Legacy up there?
Hogwarts Legacy actually got snubbed, meaning they got no nominations at all. That might be a political move,
Wow.
because that game was actually pretty good. And I've seen some people on TikTok to say that the game wasn't good. There's this TikToker. He holds
What's
like
Elden Ring last year or this year?
Elden Ring was last year, and that did win some awards. That might have even won Game of the Year for 2022.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I disagree that the game is trash. The game could be a 7, like people said. The problem is it's too much like boring stuff in between. The mods will hopefully figure it out. Hopefully the DLC will figure it out. But the game that you started me off with could use some work. The other problem is there's no dismemberment. So in Fallout 4, people could turn into ash with ray guns, and if all other Fallouts too, not just Fallout 4, sorry. You could shoot off their hands and their arms, but this one feels more safe. There's no nudity in the game, so it just felt less adult, and it felt like they went for a PG-13 rating, which to me as a grown man makes me hate the game, because it's like with Five Nights at Freddy's versus Evil Dead Rise. If I can go talk about movies for a second, I saw Five Nights at Freddy's and I was like, oh, this is, it's fine for if you are a tween. But then as I was making my list for top 10 movies of the year and top 10 worst, I was like, wait, this actually sucks, because I forgot that I saw Evil Dead Rise, which you can still make horror. I mean, obviously a kid couldn't see that. They, you gotta be 17 or older or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, Five Nights at Freddy's sucked. But I gave it a 7. Well, I gave it a 7.5 because it's a competent movie, but apparently I'm not familiar with the lore. So people said, oh, it kind of doesn't, respect the lore. There were some dumb scenes in it. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I'm going to spoil it. The scene where they're all playing and dancing, and I guess falling on their backs, and then doing a fort party, or what's this thing where you put the sheets over the chairs, a pillow fort. Dumb. I completely forgot about that scene, but it was awful. It was dumb. So yeah, no. That movie was a 6. I gave it a 7.5, but if I could go back and do a double take, I'd give it a 6. It's just okay. 7 is like, it's good. 7.5 means, oh, that was really good. It's a 6. It was just okay. What do you think of Five Nights at Freddy's before I move on to the next story?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Pretty good. So you give it 7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, my kids liked it a lot, so I got no qualms with it.
Ben, because Ben Head is here. What do you think of Five Nights at Freddy's? Give me a score 1 to 10, or you can just say whether you liked it, loved it, or hate it, because we're here discussing that. Now, the next news story is the actor Terrence Howard. He is suing his agent. And the reason why he's suing his agent is because the agency or the agents did not disclose that they had a relationship with the producers, the executive producers of the TV show Empire. So, as you may or may not know from watching the channel, I do real estate. And in the real estate game, you have to disclose any business relationships that you have with other companies. So if I'm an agent, but I also have a friendly working relationship with a home inspector, I have to disclose that, because then if I go to Decipher, because I'm elbow right now in this episode, if I go to Decipher and I say, hello, I have a home inspector for you that you can use, and I don't disclose that I know him and we work together, that is illegal. So he's suing his agency because they had a business relationship with Fox, or the producer specifically. It doesn't have to necessarily be Fox, and they were able to work themselves out a great deal, because it's like, hey, if I bring you Terrence Howard, will you pay us X amount of dollars? And it's like, hell yeah, the dude from Hustle and Flow. So, and also, he's been on a podcast and tour, so he actually revealed that on Hustle and Flow, he didn't even get paid that much. He got paid, damn, I think it was 1,000 or 5,000. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, where he was talking about how he was still super broke after Hustle and Flow.
Yep. So, good on him for finally realizing his worth and taking it to these people because they did him dirty. And you always think, oh, I see you in a movie, you must be doing really good. Nah. And then also, not shout out to Robert Downey Jr. because you did my man Terrence Howard dirty. So you know the story of that, right?
Well, I do know the story of that, but I don't blame Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. didn't take his calls. So say you, Decipher, you having some issues, some problems, everybody gave up on you, and me, Elbow, I am moderately successful, but broke still, and I take on this movie role because I just won an award, and everybody's talking about me, but I'm still broke. And they pay me all this money, and I say, hey, well, let me bring my friend on. Obviously, Jon Favreau was the main determinator of that, but let's just pretend and take Terrence Howard's side and say he helped bring him in too. So I bring you into this movie. Movie does well. You're the main lead, and then the next movie comes, and they're trying to pay me less. Well, I mean, I probably could have took less, but at the same time, I'm broke, and they've been doing me dirty, but I'm finally getting my major break. And the second movie comes, and they're talking about paying me less and paying you more. And I'm like, yo, Decipher, can you call these studios exec? Because they over here tripping. They trying to pay me less. I mean, I get that they got to pay you more, but I signed on for 3 movies. And then you don't return my calls, you a crumb for that. You a crumb.
Robert Downey Jr. doesn't owe Terrence Howard anything.
No, that's fair. That's fair. He doesn't. Still a crumb?
He should have picked up the phone and said that to him, though.
Ooh, if you pick up the phone and say I don't owe you anything, that's even worse. You could just be like,
how does that work?
He could at least lie and say, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to talk to him. Because if you tell me, Decipher, that you don't owe me anything after I helped you get this movie role, that's pretty, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's also pretty rude. It's pretty rude. You don't owe me anything.
At least the truth, yeah.
Yeah. You don't owe me anything, but God damn.
Bringing you along, not answering your calls, that's kind of hoish.
Yeah, no, I'd rather you tell me you don't owe me anything, because then at least it's no ghosting. I'd rather be like rejected than ghosted. But unlike this man in Siberia, I will not chase the tiger. So a man in Siberia chased the tiger that killed his dog, and unfortunately he chased the tiger to a point where the tiger attacked him back and it killed him. So a man was killed by a Siberian tiger that attacked his pet. Saw that news story. It was completely random, but I saw it. What'd you say?
White guy?
Yeah. Old guy, though.
Yep.
But it's an old guy, too.
Yeah.
So, you would think after the age of 50, you get some wiseness. He might have been 60 or something. I don't feel like pulling the story back up. I already talked about the Florida Joker, so I'm not going to go into that one, but I should have put that one further up. The day before, you remember that game that was getting a trailer and all that stuff?
No.
All right, so it looked like The Division, but it wasn't really The Division. So they showed trailers that made it seem like it was The Division, but trust me, it was not. It was completely bad. So it came out, and then after 2 days of it being out, they already took it off the market because it was a scam, basically. It was a whole setup. It was a lie from top to bottom. And I'm just going to put the trailer on so you can see it as I talk about it. I mean, I already pretty much talked about it. I'm trying to see if I have it real fast, because even I got excited about it. I was like, oh, this looks like The Division. The day before. That thing's all the way down here. Yeah, I showed that trailer a while ago. Basically, it was like one of the most, not pre-ordered, but wish-listed games on the whole Steam platform. So everybody was excited, waiting for this game to come out. Here it is right here, the day before. So this trailer is not indicative of what the actual game looked and played like. It was a setup to get people to pre-order the game some more. So what they did was they closed the studio down too. So not only did they release it because they, were obliged to do it, and that's how they were able to get the funds, because it was so wish listed. Wish listing just means like, hey, remind me when this game comes out. So they did that.
Yep.
And then when the game came out and people bought it day one, those who weren't fast enough, because you get, I forget what it is, either an hour, 2 hours, or 48 hours. No, it's definitely not 48 hours. Something crazy. in order to, that's your return window. So they kept the game live for 2 days, and the graphics again didn't look anything like this. The animations didn't look anything like this. It was filled with bugs. And after that 48 hours, they took the game off of the Steam store and they shut down the studio who made the game, so they can't do any refunds because they're filing for quote unquote bankruptcy. So it's just a hell of a scheme. Yeah, crazy. So that's the day before, and people who are playing it reviewed it, because when you review the game, it'll say like neutral, positive, mostly positive, negative, mostly negative. So when the game launched, it launched at mostly negative. Like, it was just completely awful because it was a setup. And
how much did it cost?
it was a full 60. Oh, look, it had crafting in the game. It was meant to be like an MMO. Like I said, it's supposed to be like The Division meets was it zombies
7
in the
days.
game? Yeah. But the problem is, brand new studio, and the studio didn't have any, what's that called, like notoriety or any like respect or prestige. So it's like, okay, maybe you could pull this off, but we're very skeptical. And I think it was like an Asian developer too. So over in like China, I don't think it's Japan. In China, they'll do like these scams. Like, they'll make knockoff games. So say you make what's the game you like? Hogwarts. Well, I'm Elba. Say I like Hogwarts, and they'll make a game called Harold Potter, and then it'll be crazy. It'll be like Harold's Legacy. They'll just completely make it because they have different copyright laws. They're allowed to just infringe on other people's copyright. It's crazy. All right. Next up, Uncharted 2, the movie. The script has already been written. Are you excited for that movie? Because I liked the first one. The first one was a solid 7 for me.
But it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an amalgamation of the first and the third movie. Did they do the train thing? I think they did the train thing too. So yeah, the first, second, and third. They just took all the highlights. Did they do the train scene in that movie?
I know they did a plane scene. I'm not sure about a train scene.
The problem is, I saw that movie, but then I also have Mission Impossible in my head, and Mission Impossible, the one that just came out. I
didn't see Dead Reckoning. Don't tell me.
Okay. But yeah, so the script's already written. I'm here for it. I don't know when Tom Holland's going to have time to shoot, because I know he's got Spider-Man 4 they're working on, and that's
are they working on?
Well, they're in like script writing, finding a director, because what's his name? Something Webb. The actual Webb is who did Amazing Spider-Man, but the person who did all the Home series, like Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, they were thinking about bringing him back to do another 3, but then it's like, well, maybe we should get somebody different with a different vision. So they're still, I would call that pre-production. Like, they haven't really started, but they're pre.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But Tom Holland's not working on anything right now. He's taking this little break. Is he still dating Zendaya?
I don't know. The last movie I saw him in, he got butt raped. Can you say that on YouTube?
No,
Probably
you can't.
Not.
Can't say that. But don't worry, they won't catch that. Was that Cherry you was watching?
No, I just saw the trailer for it. I didn't watch the movie.
Huh. Well, anyway, I was trying to think of what movie would that happen, because me and the wife were watching Cherry, but she told me to turn it off because it was so boring. And that's the only other movie I could think of with Tom Holland, because he had that movie with Daisy Ridley, but none of that action took place. That was just a generic sci-fi movie, which goes to show you, yeah. Sometimes you can have stars and just a bad movie, because that movie had star power, but the movie was just, it was fine. It was like, All right, anyway. Former Rockstar animator, he explains why PlayStation is the lead platform for development. And the reason why he had to explain this, because people were wondering, why isn't GTA 6 going to come out on PC the same year, 2025? So what he said was, they prioritize, Rockstar, when they're developing games, they prioritize what sells. And he said most of the time, PlayStation was the bigger seller. So they'll make the game to... Oh, go, yeah?
No, I just said nice.
Yeah, so they'll make the game on the platform that sells the most, and then they'll port it over. So because PlayStation and Xbox have similar architecture, they can just port it over easier and faster. But with PC, you have better graphics, better this, that, so they'll take that extra 6 months, which is why you won't see GTA 6 on PC for at least 6 months to a year later, because they'll have to...
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. No, it doesn't bother me at all. I'll buy it twice. I don't care. I'll play it on PlayStation. I need games to play on PlayStation anyway, because most of the time I see a game, I'm like, I'd rather play it on PC to get the mods. I don't want to own it twice. Like, there's a game that I wanted. It's a strategy game. It's called Marvel's Midnight Suns. I really wanted that game, but I'm like, I'll just wait for a PC sale, because I keep missing the sales, because I saw it on PS5, but I'm like, I want those mods. Anyway, speaking of superheroes, Zachary Levi, I think it's Levi, sorry, Zachary Levi, he played Shazam. You familiar with him, right? You know Shazam?
Yep.
All right. He said he commented on Sean's Gunn. That's James Gunn. That's why I said the name wrong. Getting 2 roles in the new DCU, in James Gunn's new DCU. He says, well, when you're the brother of the guy who runs DC, I guess you get to play who you want. Now, that was a text quote, so taken out of context, I don't know if he meant that in a funny way, in a sarcastic way, because Zachary Levi is usually funny, but reading that on Reddit, that came out sounding a little crazy.
Nah, it's still funny.
It is funny, but Sean Gunn, he's played the Weasel. He's played, I don't know who else he played, but I know he has a bunch of different roles in James Gunn thing. And D-Cypher, I'm sure you would do that with your brother, Dashie. You would put him in different roles, because I would do that with my brother, Reek and Maul. I'd put them in movies.
Wait, Dashie's your brother?
Dashie is your brother. Dashie's your brother.
Wait, who's Dashie?
Dashie is Alpha Solo, a.k.a. Sean.
Oh, Cool Sean is Dashie. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cool Sean. And then, like I said, I'd put my brothers in movies. All right, so
I don't like any of the brothers, and they can't act, but they can still get in the movie.
I'm trying to think of like Cameron. I was thinking of Killer Season just now. It's like we put all these people in the movie, but they couldn't necessarily act. That's a deep cut for you guys. If you ever look up Cameron Killer Season, oh man, that was something. That was certainly something. That goes to show you that as long as you got a camera, you can make a movie. Doesn't necessarily have to be a good movie, but it was something for my childhood to think about. Last news story, then we're going into the topics. Andre Braugher has unfortunately passed away. He starred in the movie Glory. He was Detective Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, Captain. Yeah, not Detective. Duh, Captain Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was in some other things too. I can't even think off the top of my head, but he was only 61, so very, very young.
You launched the hell out of that chair. That thing is gone. Sorry, I was watching this recording that you were playing.
Oh, because I'm looking at the notes. I can't even see the stream or the game B-roll. But yeah, no, 61 is pretty young. Because when I saw that, I'm like, I thought he was older than that. 61 is kind of young because Matthew Perry died. Well, I guess this is a bonus news story because I saw this before or way after I wrote my notes down. So Matthew Perry died, and it found out he had traces of ketamine in his system. And I don't know what that does to the body, but he was in a jacuzzi, so maybe the ketamine probably put him in a numb-like state, so he couldn't swim out the jacuzzi at the time, and then he drowned. But yeah, you gotta be very careful, folks. And as far as Andre Braugher, I don't know what his cause of death is, but definitely very sad to hear about that, because like I said, 61 is a little bit too young, man. You got to go like 81, 91, 81, 91, 101. That makes a little bit more sense. 61 is like, damn, you could still, get something done. All right, I don't have a dad joke, so we're just going to roll right into topic number one. Topic number one. With E3 officially dead, permanently dead, after 28 years of a service, what are some of your best E3 memories? And if you need me to remind you what E3 is, it's the summertime event where all of the game people would come together and they would announce all these games. Such a big event. What's some of your best E3 memories?
I didn't watch a lot of E3. I watched a couple E3. I really didn't care about E3. I would just watch for the trailers.
I feel that. I liked, I'm going to go even further back. It was this TV show called TV network called G4. It would come on and they would have this show called X-Play, and they would talk about E3 and make it a whole big thing. And it was like for me, it was like the Super Bowl of video games. So yeah, I would just watch it for the trailers. I didn't care about the interviews.
I heard The Division very clearly.
Yeah, dude. You still in my thing? I was all right. I'm about to say I got another one though. Watch Dogs 1. Excuse me. I was about to say 3. Watch Dogs 1. Yeah. So Division for you, which I saw. Awesome. Yeah. So and then Watch Dogs for me because it was a whole big deal because that trailer they upped the graphics. It was called a vertical slice. So the game wasn't done. They just took a small part of the game and polished that joint, turned it sideways, and shoved it right up the consumer's face. I won't say what The Rock would say. And it looked really good. And I was like, oh my God, this is literally Assassin's Creed in the modern day. He pulled out his phone. He stopped the things.
That's crap.
Yeah. So E3 really gave me a lot of good memories. Now, as a kid, as I got older and more jaded, and I learned about, the tricks and the trade of how trailers are made, at least for video games. Movies, you can't really cheat that much. Sometimes you can record dialogue, and the MCU does a great job at cheating. They might have CGI that's in the trailer that's not really in the movie to trick you. Like, think of Infinity
Yeah, I
War with the
remember
Hulk
when
running towards the camera, and the Hulk never did that.
I remember Rogue One where that TIE fighter is right there on Jyn Erso.
Yeah, it comes up from the ground like a really like a helicopter. Yep.
Yeah. And it just comes right on her like she was dead to rights.
Now I
But
kind of
that
feel
never
like that
happened.
was in the movie. That wasn't in the movie. Dang.
Not in the movie, bro.
So yes, movies can trick you, but games can do it worse because games can take a small portion of the game, and then instead of just leaving it at that, they can actually polish up that small portion to make it way better than what the game could actually.
Whoa. You got breasts all in your thing?
Oh wait, what's my thing? Oh, pause that. I was playing Cyberpunk.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Whatever, freak. Are you gonna zoom in on the breasts?
Let's fix that. Video game B-roll. Come on, guys. Forgot that was there. See, this happens when you do it live, folks.
You might get a nip slip.
All right, there we go. Back to the safe stuff. So yeah, with the vertical slice, say the game is 60 gigs. Well, PS5 and PS whatever games, they're a lot larger in size now. So say the game is 200 gigs, which is already too much to download. You can't even fit it on the disc. When you do a vertical slice, you can't make the graphics even crazier. But yeah, that was my E3 memory. Division. So both Ubisoft games, which is funny. Ubisoft knows how to cut a trailer.
Yep, that's actually true.
All right, for our next segment, we have Sipping Tea. This is our rant segment. So we just rant about what's on the mind. I guess my rant to go first would be that my kids got me sick, or my kid got me sick, because I was not sick. So they went to like a class type thing for like early learning, where other parents brought their sick ass kids, and then they came home sick, and I did my best to try to avoid them. But when I was holding little person, they were coughing all in my face, and then I got sick. And I was like, oh man, I'm definitely gonna be sick. So that's my rant. I was not originally sick with the group. I got sick after.
My rant is I'm also sick. I don't feel good. I'm also sick because I had a first round bye in fantasy football and I lost last week because of Tua Tagovailoa. So he would not be in my lineup this week. But that's it for me.
Oh, gotcha. All right, topic number 2. So The Last of Us Online, or Factions as it was also known, they've unfortunately decided to stop development of the game. My question for you, there's a whole long story about it. Basically, they said, hey, we have 2 choices, and we saw what the 2 choices were, and we chose what we thought was better. Their 2 choices were, 1, they would dedicate resources to make this game very, very good, constant updates, bug fixes, new characters, blah blah blah, which would then turn that game into a games as a service. Think of Fortnite, think of Apex, think of any other game you can think of like that. And then they said, or we could cancel this game and then focus on making more single player games. So shout out to Naughty Dog, because the question for you for topic number 2 is, would you have rather them finish the game and released it half-assed, like no updates? Or as a matter of fact, 3 choices: half-assed as it is, no updates, so they just drop it and it's really not great, or constantly update the game, but then that hinders or slows down their next single player game, whether that's Last of Us Part 3 or anything else. Or then question number 3, would you rather just cancel and focus on single player only?
I am a fan of finishing your dang production all the way. I will wait. Do not give me some half-ass game in the start. I will wait. I will wait as long as it needs, as long as I need to for quality. I want them to know that if GTA 6 came out and it said 2025, if it comes out in 2026 but it's really, really good, I'm willing to wait. I want them to know that. So yeah, I guess my answer to this question would be, I'm fine waiting for them. I don't like waiting for updates to complete the game. Just finish the game, even if it slows down your next production.
But it's for a multiplayer only game. You like the I don't really like multiplayer games.
I mean, whatever. I mean, if it's the game you're working on, do it right. Do what you're doing now right, and then focus on what you want to do next after that's done. Do it right though.
Interesting. Yeah, see, I take the option of cancel that game and give me more single player games because that is more of their legacy. They're known for their single player games. They've made Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot, Last of Us,
Sly Cooper, right?
No, not Sly Cooper. They did Jack and Dexter. I think they did Jack and Dexter.
Okay.
Jack and Dexter. They never really did multiplayer games. They did, obviously some of those games had multiplayer components to them, but for them to become games as a service, I don't want that. I don't want constant updates. It should have just been. See, the problem was they made Factions its own separate game. If it was just a small mode within Last of Us Part 2, like how it was.
That's what I'm saying. They should have just took 3 to 4 months during the development of The Last of Us 2 just to add this as a mode.
Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. Instead of its own
release us a full game. Yeah, release us a full game instead of all this bullcrap that you do.
Yep. So yeah, we are agreeing. Well, I guess we're disagreeing. You want them to release the full game. I would think, yeah, I guess I agree with you on that. If they were already working on it, don't make it its own separate game. It didn't need to be its own separate game. And I know with the way that multiplayer games are now, you have to patch and nerf and buff certain characters and blah blah this, blah blah that. But let that mode be more of an afterthought. The main course is the single player. But I guess people were really a fan of Factions. I played the first Factions when it first came out, like Last of Us Part 1.
It doesn't have to be focused on single player because this is how they make their money with the multiplayer stuff. With people who are going to play the game for months and months and months, you're not going to do that with a single player game.
No, you're not. So, but that's the thing. That's why the would you rather is: would you rather sell out and make more money, or would you rather focus on your legacy?
I understand as a business decision making the multiplayer game, but what I'm saying is, if you drop it at like GTA 5 is a great single player game and a great multiplayer game. Take your time, do it right.
GTA 5 is definitely cheating though. They had the bread. They had the bread from GTA 4, maybe even from the other ones. But after GTA 4, they was able to make and Max Payne and also maybe Midnight Club, maybe not. Because if Midnight Club was selling well, they would have kept it going. But anyway, they had the bread to focus on online and on single player. So they a little bit cheating when you bring up them. Now you should have brought up Saints Row, who has multiplayer, and then had that conversation.
Or Battlefront 2, or I'm just like. Just in general, if that's your plan to make it a multiplayer mode, make it a single player mode, just take an extra half a year, add it all together as one game, do one big game, and then release the game like that.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Don't make it its own separate game. Even with Battlefront 2, I'm glad that they tacked on the lazy story mode. I enjoyed the story mode. For Battlefront 2. I enjoyed the story mode, so I appreciate them adding that in there because Star Wars Battlefront 1 2015
didn't have
exactly. Yeah. So I'm perfectly fine with them making it into the game if it takes a little bit longer. Speaking of which, EA, I think they might have lost the license or something. No, they haven't because they did Jedi Survivor. Where's my Star Wars Battlefront 3? I guess Battlefront 2 is so popular, there's no need to make Battlefront 3. But yeah, just wondering that. All right, ads. Thanks for watching.
We're doing Jedi Survivor and Jedi. What was the first one?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order, yeah.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by cypherspit.com. Check out the website, and we love you. Now, time for Guess the Movie segment. So I didn't actually make a movie thingy. I was working on it last night, but then I got distracted. Like I said, I'm being sick. So I'm just going to do trivia. You ready for some trivia? And we'll see how many that you.
I'm a couple seconds behind.
We'll see how many you get right. The theme for this trivia is science and space, more specifically. Yeah, science and space.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1: what is the closest planet to the sun?
Mercury.
That is correct. All right. Ding ding. It's 20 questions, so if you want to think about what your score is and stuff like that, I'll try to keep track of your score. I got a calculator. Is it up on the screen already? No, I didn't put it up on the screen because this one shows the questions and the answers separately. So yeah, we can go through this faster. All right, what is in the edit? I might do some fancy stuff. What is the name of the second biggest planet in our solar system?
Saturn.
Ooh, good stuff. He's on a roll, folks. He's on a roll. He's doing great. All right, what is the hottest planet in our solar system. Question number 3. What is the hottest planet in our solar system?
Hottest planet in our solar system is, I want to say Mercury again because it's the closest, but I'm going to say Venus.
You were correct. It is Venus. Good instincts. Good instincts. Good instincts. So that's 3. Good stuff. Question number 4. What planet is famous for its big red spot on it?
Big red spot?
Mm-hmm. On it.
Big red spot. Jupiter?
Is that your final answer?
Shit. Mars is a huge red planet. I don't know if it has a big red spot as well. I'm gonna say Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. Go with your gut. Go with your instincts. You just said it with such an air of uncertainty. That's why I had to just play you like that. Okay, question number 5. What planet is famous for the beautiful rings that surround it?
That has to be Saturn again.
Correct. Question number 6. Can humans breathe normally in space as they can do on Earth?
No, space is a vacuum. It doesn't have any oxygen.
Correct. Question number 7. Is the sun a star or a planet?
It's a star.
That's correct. I mean, I gave you that one a little bit. I slow walked you into that one, but that's okay.
What is this trivia? This is are you smarter than a 5th grader trivia?
Yeah, so far you're at least smarter than a 3rd grader. Who is the first person to walk on the moon?
The first person
to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong?
That is correct.
Okay, I was like, was Buzz Aldrin the first one? But not Neil Armstrong.
All right, let me get serious. What planet is known as the red planet?
Mars. That's Mars.
That's correct. What is the name of the force holding us to the Earth?
Gravity?
Correct. Sorry, I had to read the answer because I knew it was gravity, but I had to actually scroll down just to double check. Because in my head, I was expecting you to say a sarcastic joke. So I'm like, wait, did he say the right thing? He said the right thing. I was waiting for you to say like farts or the force or something stupid. Sorry, let me get back to it. Question number 11. Have human beings ever set foot on Mars?
No.
This quiz is going to be outdated 2025. Come on, Elon, get us there. 2030 at least. What is the name of a place that uses telescopes and other scientific equipment to research space and astronomy?
What's the name of a place
that uses telescopes and other scientific equipment to research space and astronomy?
Shit, I don't know. Shit, hold on. Oh, wait, I can't keep cursing.
This will be one of those unedited ones. I already had an accidental nip slip. I didn't know that Cyberpunk did. I was doing the Phantom Liberty DLC. I forgot. Why did I put that in the B-roll? Damn game. Wait, was it not blurred out? It should have been blurred out.
Crap, dude. I don't know. Astronomy Tower?
Is that your final answer?
No, it's not my final answer. I don't know what my final answer is. I don't know this answer.
I like Astronomy Tower, so I just want to know if that's your final answer.
Or is Astrology Tower? Wait, what's the difference between astrology or astronomy?
Astronomy is the study of space. Astrology is that like signs, your astral signs, your Sagittarius, your Scorpio, your Pisces, your Gemini.
Oh, okay. No, me sounds less professional than a G.
My goodness.
Crap, man. I have no idea. Yeah, that's my final answer. Just because I have no idea.
All right, you were incorrect. The answer was an observatory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, question number 13. What is the name of NASA's most famous space telescope?
Hubble?
That is correct. Hubble Space Telescope. I gave the whole thing. Question number 14. Earth is located in which galaxy?
Milky Way?
That is correct. Milky Way galaxy. Number 15. What is the name of the first satellite sent into space?
The first satellite, Sputnik.
That's correct. Someone's been
Damn,
watching
I'm
his
good.
Bill Nye the Science Guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Carl Sagan videos. Good stuff. I know I have.
That's actually from the Iron Giant.
Oh, well, there you go. Ganymede, sorry. Ganymede is a moon of which planet?
Ganymede?
Mm-hmm.
I have no freaking idea. Jupiter?
That is correct. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Jupiter has I think Saturn has the most amount of moons, and then Jupiter is second. So,
All right. Well, what is the name of Saturn's largest moon?
Titan?
That is correct. My man is on
Damn, I'm
point.
good.
He's on point. All right. Olympus Mons is a large volcanic mountain on which planet?
Olympus Mons.
It's a large
Oof.
volcanic mountain on which planet?
Crap. Olympus Mons. I have no idea. I'm gonna say no. Mars is super cold. Ugh. So I'm gonna go with either Mercury or Venus here. Let's go Venus.
Venus? All right. That is incorrect. Should have went with your instincts. It is Mars. That is the
Oh, it is
largest
Mars?
volcanic mountain. Yep. So the volcano is obviously inactive, just like the water that's on the planet's inactive or frozen over or long since dried because there's no atmosphere. But the
I thought
the rock formation, yeah, the rock formation still remains there. It's still present. Okay. Does the sun orbit the Earth?
I'm not narcissistic enough to believe that.
So then the answer is correct because it does not. Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Galileo over here. Is the planet Neptune bigger than Earth?
Yeah, yeah.
That's correct.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know what would take me delayed on that. That was correct. You have scored 18 out of 20, so that is a 90%. So you
Mars?
are,
An
yeah.
observatory? How the heck? That's supposed to be a perfect from me. I'm actually disappointed I didn't get perfect on that.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, so I don't have any viewer mail. I didn't feel like making any, but we have the gun line. So Decipher, today you're going to take us to the gun line because Elbow does not have a gun line. So Decipher, take us to the gun line.
So I don't know if you know how dangerous it is to be a rapper. Uh, in today's day and age, if you don't get shot or get set up, you're going to jail. That's probably what's going to happen to you. And we had 3 such incidents over the past week and a half. Kodak Black arrested for cocaine. Quando Rondo also arrested for drugs. I'm not sure if it's cocaine. And Sauce Walker arrested with a gun in California. So, man, they're getting our boys. They're getting our boys, and they're locking them up.
They ain't safe. They ain't safe. They ain't safe.
Chill out, guys. Chill out, guys. Just chill out for a while. I mean, 1 person a week, okay. 3 people is too much. Chill out.
Well, to add on to that, because you just reminded me, wrestler Liv Morgan was arrested in Florida for possession. I think it was just weed, though, but they was like, she needs to move to California where it's legal. So I'm assuming it's weed they were talking about. But yeah, they ain't safe out here. They getting you. And she should have just lived in California if she was going to smoke. I don't know how. First of all, she a wrestler. How's she not driving with an entourage? I don't know. Maybe she was just chilling.
Well,
with
she's
her
a wrestler. Where are they? Aren't they? They don't have an off season.
Yeah, that's something. I don't know. I just know I saw it, and then everybody was too busy focused on how pretty she was in her mugshot, so they wasn't really filling us in on the details. It's like, dang, she bad.
Liv Morgan here, pull the mugshot up.
All right, I got you. I got you.
Is she white or is she black?
Nope, I'm not gonna tell you. Let me pull it up so you can be surprised.
Let's see. You know, I'm a few seconds behind too.
I just want the mugshot. All right, hold on, I got the mugshot. Damn it, New York posting stupid intrusive ads. Oh, I'm gonna do the wrestler John, then the mugshot. Here we go. And then if I need to share my screen, where that's at.
Liv Morgan.
All right, here she go right here. It's gonna take a second to load up for you, but here's she in her wrestler gear, then I'm gonna scroll down to her mugshot. So let me know when you see the wrestler gear.
And she's pretty cute.
Yeah, and then here's her mugshot.
She got no breasts, but that's okay. Not gonna fault her for that.
Oh, she's out. She posted bond. Well, obviously, duh. She's a wrestler. She should have definitely posted.
$3,000.
Yeah.
What's her name? Gianna Daddio. Daddio? That's her fucking last name. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Her last name is Daddio, bro.
Hey, Daddy-o. Daddy-o.
That
It's
is
probably pronounced like
insanity.
differently, like Daddy-o. I don't know how to say it.
Daddio, bro. That is fire.
I never knew her real name. To me, she was
My
just Liv
girl,
Morgan.
I would give my kids if that was my girl, I would give my kids her last name.
Yeah, it was marijuana possession, not more than 20 grams. Man, you better get out of here with that crap. Synthetic cannabis.
20 grams is a lot of marijuana, bro.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know how she was driving. She must have been driving because she could have just took that home and just been chilling. Then she could have been 1 year in jail. She might as well just plead out. After she hit the red carpet, da. Well, either way, yeah, free Liv Morgan, free to go.
Yeah, nice suit, Daddy-o.
that's right. That's funny. So topic number 4. Well, it's not really a topic, but we gotta talk about Jonathan Majors. Just want to give you guys a quick update. So one of the most recent updates was a text that came out. That then we had voice audio for, and I won't be pulling up any of that. Maybe in the edited one I will, but I'm too lazy and tired to pull it out right now. But he was saying a speech to Grace Jabari. This is just a text. I'm gonna give you no context, then I'm gonna give you context, so that way your whole mood changes. He tells Grace, "I'm a great man. You need to be a great woman, like what's her name, Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama." That was just text that came out. The words. Then, so everybody was like, wait, what? Yo, he's so controlling. He's so crazy. Because when a text, you can't get any context. You don't hear the cadence and how it was delivered. Then came out the audio, because it turns out Grace Jabari was secretly recording him. Even though she was saying he's the controlling crazy one, she was secretly recording him. Which maybe you got to record to catch these people slipping.
I don't give a crap about Hollywood relationships anymore. I don't give a crap if the woman stabs the man in the face and the man punches the woman all up. I do not care anymore. Every Hollywood
so
relationship
Blueface
is
and
so
Krayshawn
toxic,
then.
bro.
Yeah, a little bit of Blueface
It's
Krayshawn.
so toxic, bro. Imagine secretly recording your wife. What kind of toxic relationship do you have to be in? What's up with these people?
I can't imagine a man doing that. It's a woman that does the secret recording, unless the man's trying to get out.
Depp, ever heard?
Oh, well, never mind. Well, god dang. So when the leaked audio came out, the whole mood shifted because it showed that he wasn't yelling at her. He was talking to her calmly. Grace Jabari came home drunk, and he was saying, look, we have a reputation to uphold. I'm a great man. I'm doing great things for my community, because he's black, in case you weren't aware, and he's American, and Grace Jabari is white English, so she doesn't really know how the dynamic is in America. Well, she should know, but I don't know if she's in her 20s or whatnot, but you should be aware of how America is. But apparently he had to let her know, like, you can't just be doing certain things because you're going to make me look a certain kind of way, and I want to look, my appearance, or our appearance, excuse me, because he did not say me or mine. He did we, which you learn in couples therapy. When you're trying to show welcoming in a group setting, you say we. You don't just say me. You making me look crazy. You say we. So he said, we are great. Well, he said, I'm a great man. He did say I'm a great man, which is so funny, because I used that same speech in the grocery store when we was Christmas shopping. Me and my wife, I was like, I'm a great man. And you need to get me this right now. She was, my wife was looking at me like she's ready to slap. She got the joke, but she was like, yo, don't do that. You embarrassing me. But anyway, she came home drunk, Grace Jabari, and he was just saying, look, I'm a great man, and I want us to do great things. And are you familiar with Coretta Scott King? He wasn't using that to rub in her face. He was using that to actually ask her that, because that's why I had to give you that context. She's not American. Americans probably know Michelle Obama and probably know Coretta Scott King. You should if you paid attention in class. If not, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're from England, you may not know, because I don't know none of them England people. I know the Queen, probably, and that's it. Prime Minister, I don't know who the Prime Minister is, so I get why he said that. But in the text, it was making it seem like he said it in a condescending way, when in the audio, he was just asking her, like, are you familiar with those people? That's what I want us to be like. Martin Luther King Jr., Coretta Scott King.
He probably shouldn't compare himself to Martin Luther game.
Yeah, and like I said, in the
That's
audio
kind
it
of
wasn't
insane.
too crazy. Then TMZ released a video because TMZ got everything. They be drawing. TMZ got all the stuff. So TMZ released a video because
TMZ is like a big brother.
yeah, TMZ released a video that I'm sure the government had. Actually, no, TMZ had it, I'm sure, then gave it to the lawyers. So let me rephrase that. TMZ had it first. Jonathan Majors pushes her into the black Suburban, that's the little taxi thing, and runs away from her because he got his phone back. Because she tried to snatch his phone because he might have been texting Megan Good at that time.
Megan, yep, and I
So
would be too.
so he shoves her in the van
Megan,
because in New York, by the way, they have a self-defense thing. So if someone does larceny, which is stealing from you, you're allowed to beat the shit out of them. He ain't beat her. I'm just letting you know that's what you're allowed to do. You're allowed to take any force that's non-lethal, even though he's a registered boxer for that Creed movie, so maybe his hands are lethal weapons. But anyway, he only just snatches his phone from her, pushes her into the van, and runs, hauls ass. I wish I could show you the video so you can react to it. Do I want to pull it up? If you say you want to see it, I'll pull it up. But if not, I'm gonna just keep going.
yeah, go pull it up.
All right, let's pull it up. We got enough time. Pull it up. I gotta go on TikTok.
He was getting a successful black man in a video. What else is this?
West Philly AJ sent that joint to me, so I should be able to see it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I've got it paused. Let's pull this joint up. This is the footage of him running. I'm not gonna do no audio. So you see, he's putting her in the car in the van.
I don't see anything. Oh, yeah, I don't see anything. It just pulled up for me.
Oh, it's just
All
pulling.
right, I see him putting her in a van. Okay. All right. It looks like a little bit of a scuffle going down.
Oh, he
Was
got his phone.
turning
He snatched his
phone
phone.
back?
He snatched his phone from her. No, he's ran. Oh, that's what it was. So
All
he
right,
snatched
he
it
took
outside
off,
the
he
car.
took
Yeah,
off.
he took off. He snatched his
All
phone
right,
from her and took
she's
off.
grabbing him. She's grabbing him. She's grabbing him. He's running. She on him. She on him. He stiff arm. Look, he's to the 20, to the 10.
Well, he's a boxer, so he can go run for distance. Him and Adonis Creed have done this already. She ain't no Adonis Creed. She ain't no Ivan Drago, but she keeping up with him though.
He's not running as fast, it doesn't look like. He's just kind of just going to keep running at a good pace for a long time.
The fact that TMZ has all this footage is so drawing. Like they got all
Damn,
this
bro.
money.
What they got? Are they jacked into the NYC light pole cameras?
They have to
Or
be.
traffic light cameras?
They have to be, because that joint is crazy for them to have literally all that footage. Like they got multiple skyscrapers worth of footage. So they had to go to all those buildings or send, one of their flunkies to say, hey, look, how much it costs to get this footage from you or for you. And they got all that footage. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so the net came out and now people are saying in the comments, so you're always tried in the court of public opinion. They're saying, well, if he was really abusing her, I feel like that situation would look a lot differently. Because remember, she said she had the broken finger from all this and she had the scratch behind the ear, but she was calmly pulling her hair behind her ear with no finger pain or anything like that.
Well, I mean, maybe he shouldn't get fired from being Kang because of this, because he abused a woman. But he should be fired from being Kang because I'm no longer scared of him.
Why? Because he ran? Because he knew, remember, he a black man in New York. He ran for his life. He's a runner. He's a track star. That's not original. I read that in the comment section. I just like that joke. But yeah, there you have it, folks. That was topic number 4. You got to be careful. And that was your update on.
What are we? What is our time on?
We're at 1:02, an hour and 2 minutes.
I bet that's perfect timing then.
Yep. We try to keep it a tight hour. Any final thoughts before I let you go, Decipher?
That's it for me.
All right. Well, hit us with the outro, and there we go.
Okay, everybody. You know that I like boys. I'm Decipher, and I like boys. You can catch us next week, Saturday, same black time, same black channel. We out. I'm about to go and have lunch with my boyfriend.
All right, folks. See you guys.